You know, sometimes the most incredible stories aren't found in books. They're packed into a single, powerful image. So today, we're going to dive deep and decode one of them, uncovering a whole universe of meaning that's been hiding in plain sight.
Just take a look at this. What you're looking at is a depiction of the Hindu deity Vishnu. And it's gorgeous, right? It's calm, it's vibrant, but it is absolutely packed with symbolism. At first glance, it almost feels like a beautiful but really complex puzzle.
So that's the big question, isn't it? What's the deal with all the different objects he's holding? The colors, the way he's standing, what does it all mean? I mean, where would you even start with something like this?
Well, lucky for us, the artist actually left us a cheat sheet. You see that line of Sanskrit at the bottom? That's our key. Think of it as our roadmap. Every single word in that verse connects to a specific detail you see in this image. It's going to be our guide to understanding the whole thing.
Okay, so let's jump right in. We're going to start with the first part of the verse, which talks about the objects Vishnu is holding in his four hands. And trust me, these are not just random accessories. These are his divine instruments, and each one has a seriously profound cosmic meaning.
So the verse kicks off with this phrase, Sa Shankha Chakram. Let's break that down.
And what that means is simply with conch and discus. And if you look right there in his two upper hands, you can see him plain as day. The Shankha, that's the conch shell, and the Sudarshana Chakra, the divine discus. But that's really just scratching the surface.
Okay, so each of these four items is a powerhouse of symbolism. The Shankha, or the conch, represents the Om sound, the primeval sound that kicked off all of creation. The chakra, well, it's not just a weapon, it's the wheel of time, a symbol of cosmic law and order. Then, in his lower hands, you got the Gada, or mace, which stands for the power of the mind and pure intellect. And finally, the Padma, the lotus flower, which represents beauty, purity, and ultimately spiritual freedom.
All right, so we've got the instruments down. Now, the verse tells us to look at his attire, the stuff that really shouts cosmic royalty.
Our next clue from the verse is Sakirita Kundalam, and this one's all about his royal bling.
This one's pretty straightforward. It just means with crown and earrings. But of course, they're way more than just jewelry. The Kirita, the crown, shows that he's the supreme authority, the top dog in charge of the entire cosmos. And the kundalas, the earrings, are symbols of his divine nature and the fact that he is everywhere all at once.
Next up in our verse, Sapita Vastram. And this one points to what is probably the most eye-catching color in the whole image.
Yup, it means with yellow garments. And that brilliant yellow isn't just a random artistic choice. In this tradition, that color is deeply symbolic. It's often linked with the earth and also with divine knowledge, specifically the sacred wisdom found in the Vedas.
Okay, this next one is a bit of a mouthful, but stick with me, because it points to the incredible details on his chest. Saharavakshastala Shobi Kaustabam. Let's unpack that beautiful but very long word. So what does it mean? It translates to with a garland and the Kaustubha gem shining on his chest. The garland itself is a symbol of devotion and beauty. But that Kaustubha gem, wow, it's a legendary jewel that represents pure consciousness itself, just shining right from the heart of the divine. Pretty incredible. Okay, so we've done the instruments, we've done the royal outfit. The final part of our description from the verse zooms in on his divine body, his form itself. And this next one, it's just beautiful, really poetic. It's Sarasiru Hekshanam, and it's all about his eyes. So the phrase literally means lotus-eyed, and this comparison is so important. It's not just saying he has pretty eyes. Think about a lotus flower. It grows up through murky, muddy water, but it blooms on the surface perfectly clean, pure, and untouched. That's the idea here. His eyes signify a divine perception that sees everything but remains detached and transcendent over the messy material world. All right, one last crucial physical detail, and it's all about this number, 4. Any guesses what that could be about?
You got it, it's his arms. Chaturbhujam, which means the four-armed one. Now, obviously, this isn't literal. Those 4 arms represent his omnipotence, his absolute power and control over the 4 corners of the universe, north, south, east, west. He literally holds and governs all of creation.
And just like that, we're at the end of our roadmap, the end of the verse. We've decoded all the symbols, the clothes, the form. Now it's time to put it all together and see what the grand finale is.
The verse ends with this, Namami Vishnum, Shirasa Chaturbhujam.
After describing him in all this magnificent detail, the one with the conch and discs, the crown, the yellow robes, the lotus eyes, it all culminates in this one statement: I bow my head to Vishnu, the four-armed one. It's not just a simple prayer, it's a bow of reverence that comes from deep, total understanding of everything he represents.
So let's go back. Look at this image again. Right now. It's different, isn't it? It's not just a beautiful painting anymore. You can actually read it. You can see the sound of creation, the wheel of time, the power of the mind, spiritual liberation, cosmic authority. It's all right there in one single form.
And it really makes you think, doesn't it? We just unpacked an entire universe of philosophy guided by a single line of text. It just makes you wonder, how much meaning, how much history are we walking past every single day, just waiting to be decoded?